Right now in the lineup, the search for a 17-year-old murder suspect who escaped custody. We're hearing from Shane Pryor's mother, who has a message for her son.
It's time to snag your tickets to see the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. This year, we're going to highlight some of the games you might want to watch in person.
And good eats. Several restaurants in our area just landed a prestigious list. Coming up, the semifinalists for the 2024 James Beard Award.
Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It's Thursday, January 25th, 2024.
The Lineup is brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today.
There is an all-out manhunt happening right now for a 17-year-old murder suspect who slipped away from police custody.
NBC 10's Randy Gyllenhaal gives us an update on the search.
Well, this teenage murder suspect was taken to CHOP initially for some sort of hand injury, then got loose in the parking lot of the emergency room, slipped away from police. Now authorities are looking for him, and we're also hearing from the boy's mother, who's telling him to turn himself in. His name is Shane Pryor, last seen in University City. He's 17 years old and about 5'7". Court documents show Pryor was facing murder charges in the brutal killing of a woman in an alley back in 2020. He was just 14 at the time, accused of shooting her in the head. Now he's on the run. U.S. Marshals say he may have stolen a blue Ford F-150 pickup truck, while the teen's mother says he likely fled because a judge recently ruled that he should be tried as an adult, not in juvenile court.
I'm just pleading with you just to turn yourself in so situations don't get as worse as what it's already becoming, and just let us fight for you the best that we can, you know, where the situation is now, so that things don't get worse. Like, I just don't want him to get hurt out there.
Well, the suspect was not wearing handcuffs during the transport to the hospital. That may have made it easier in his escape. Police continue to look for him, just the latest inmate to get out of custody here in Pennsylvania in the past year. At police headquarters, Randy Gyllenhaal, NBC 10 News.
Randy, thanks. When NBC 10 learns any new information on this manhunt, you will know. Download the free NBC 10 app to get alerts sent right to your phone. Happening today, the first Philadelphia City Council meeting of the year will be held at City Hall.
There will also be a new Council President, Kenyatta Johnson. He was elected by his fellow council members to lead the chamber. Comes a little more than a year after he was acquitted of federal corruption charges. Now he's preparing to gavel in his first meeting in council chambers.
Well, first and foremost, this will be one of the most diverse city council bodies in the history of the city of Philadelphia. We have the first openly LGBTQ member of city council, the first Asian Pacific member of council. And so for me, the body reflects the diverse constituency here in the city of Philadelphia.
He says he's already started working with new Mayor Sherrell Parker on issues like gun violence and housing.
We are ready for some baseball, right? Single game tickets for the Phillies 2024 season go on sale today. You can smell the peanuts and Cracker Jacks and beer and hot dogs just thinking about it. The team is going to also release details on player-themed giveaways, promotions, and special events. Here are some of the notable games you have to look forward to. Opening day is March 28th, June 3rd through 5th. Reese Hoskins is going to return to Citizens Bank Park with the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be so strange to see him in a different uniform. Then the 21st of June through the 23rd is the NL Championship Series rematch against the Diamondbacks. That Friday game will also be Cole Hamels' retirement game. Big one right there. NBC 10 has got a complete guide on how to purchase tickets for this season, as well as other season highlights. You're going to want to check that out.
All right, many of us are glued to our smartphones, but imagine giving up the technology for an entire month. What one company wants to give you for the digital detox that's coming up.
Not bad. We're back in 30 seconds.
Here we go.
Here I go again on my own.
Introducing the all-new TD Clear credit card with no late fees and no interest, just a simple monthly fee. That's predictability, even when expenses aren't.
$4? That's bananas.
It's a pear. Oh, man.
The all-new TD Clear credit card. That's how credit can be unexpectedly human. Call 1-844-TD-CLEAR for details about credit costs and terms.
The list of semifinalists for the 2024 James Beard Awards is out.
And the restaurant scene in Philadelphia is getting a lot of kudos. Here are some of the local semifinalists to tell you about. Dionisio Jimenez from Cantina La Martina is recognized for Outstanding Chef. Yun Fuentes from Bolo made the list for Emerging Chef. In the Best New Restaurant category, there's My Loop, Iskro Bakery Pastries, is named in the Outstanding Bakery category. Iskros is great. Among the semifinalists for Outstanding Wine and Other Beverage Programs, there's a kitchen. When it comes to Best Chef in the Mid-Atlantic region, Carlos Aparicio, Jesse Ito, Randy Rucker, Omar Tate, and Sybil St. Auda Tate are all named. The nominees will be announced in April. The winners will be awarded in June.
Just remind you how many amazing restaurants with incredible food are in Philadelphia.
To the extent that some of the we've been here, basically our whole lives, right? We don't recognize some of these emerging restaurants.
Yeah,
so it's great.
I was taking notes.
You were during the show. Hey, the latest limited edition Stanley Cup rolls out today.
Here we go. Talking about this tumbler again. This one features a dragon design inspired by next month's Lunar New Year. Stanley says they're going to be available on the site starting at noon today. The company's Valentine's Day tumbler dropped. Had people everywhere scrambling to get their hands on one. So this is the new thing. Get like the limited edition tumbler, and then you turn around, you got 25 Stanleys.
Yeah, exactly.
That cost.
You churn them out, limited edition, limited inventory, raises the price up.
So here's the thing. I thought Stanleys were like really like $80 or whatever.
So did I.
They're usually about 35 to 40, but if you want the limit, like the special, like that one, and it's all sold out, then that's when you go to like the secondary market, and then you're paying 2-3 times as much for this color or whatever.
Isn't that interesting?
Just get a white one and
that's it.
Call it if you want one.
And then spray paint it if you get tired of it.
There you
That works, right?
Do your own little graphic design on the side. Then you got an original, one of a kind. Speaking of original, Oreo launching an original new limited edition flavor that is out of this world. It's called Space Dunk. Listen to this. Oreo says each one of its stuffed cookies has layers of blue and pink cosmic cream and popping candies inside. They've already popped up on shelves at Costco, and I gotta say, I used to love Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks are the greatest.
My kids love Pop Rocks. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I haven't had Pop Rocks since I was a kid. But I can still remember. I still know the feeling in my mouth. So
yes,
it'll be really interesting.
It's
to see what those taste like.
really cool.
Yeah.
Just make sure ears kind of go, too. The city of brotherly love is looking more like Hollywood.
Yeah, you may have seen stars and production crews in your travels. Yesterday, Philly police directed traffic away from the Falls Bridge as crews worked on what the city calls an ongoing film project. The Greater Philadelphia Film Office couldn't confirm the name of the project, but Huey Dillon, a friend of ours, often documents local film shoots. He says it's an upcoming Apple TV crime series called Sinking Spring. And speaking of stars, Allentown native Amanda Seyfried was in Philly for this week. She's playing a Philly cop looking for her missing sister in a role based on the book Long Bright River. Philadelphia police hosted Seyfried and the book's author for a ride-along.
So cool.
Cool for the ladies in blue right there.
Yeah.
What does yogurt have in common with your smartphone? Probably nothing, right? Well, nope, not this time. $10,000 prize.
That's what yogurt brand Siggy's is offering for anybody who gives up their smartphone for an entire month. For the 30-day digital detox contest, you have to write an essay up to 500 words about why ditching your phone is needed and would have a positive impact on your life. 10 potential winners will be selected, and each winner will get $10,000, a smartphone lockbox, a prepaid flip phone, and 3 months supply of yogurt. Now, we we're addicted to smartphones.
Yes, yeah, the notifications.
But I feel like
there's always something.
But I feel like if I had a flip phone, I would love it.
Yeah.
Like put this thing away. Yeah. Stop texting so much because it's harder to text on a flip phone. It just is.
It really comes down to social media for me too.
Yeah.
Right? With a flip phone, you make calls. You can make limited texts, right? With like T9, bringing us back to when we're getting our first cell phones. But just that, like, freeing up that space in your head.
Unplug.
Probably good for your mental health for a full month.
Put it away.
Get better sleep.
Maybe I'll start on my essay right now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Writing
she works on her
essay.
essay.
On my smartphone.
That's going to do it for today's edition of the lineup. You couldn't do that on flip phone, unfortunately.
I know.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. Catch us weekday mornings from 4 to 7 a.m. You write mine, too.
Dear Siggy's, pick us.
Have a great day. Wish us luck.